Hello and welcome to the AV Wannabe, a podcast where I introduce my sister to movies she's never seen before. I'll be your host, Brad, and this is my isolated, on a hill creature of a sister, Aubrie.
Welcome to the club.
Today we will be talking about Edward Scissorhands. So, Aubrie, have you ever seen Edward Scissorhands before?
I have not.
Tell me what you thought about this film.
I liked it. I like Tim Burton movies. What can I say? I'm a sucker for a Tim Burton movie, something gloomy and depressing. Right up my alley.
Yep. But it's also very bright.
It is very bright.
Yeah. I'd say all Tim Burtons have a bright and funny side to them.
They do. They're not like doom and gloom.
There's a lot of contrast in Tim Burton films.
I think that's what I like. And this one's like particularly, I feel like it's just a big metaphor for people that feel alone and isolated.
Yeah. I mean, when I was looking up stuff, fun facts about this movie, all I could find were like people couldn't help but find this movie being like something to, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but
Sympathize, empathize.
Empathize,
I don't know which one it
sympathize.
would be. I feel like this is not a Halloween movie.
Very much so not a Halloween movie. This ruined our Halloween
Right?
month.
This was supposed to be our last Halloween installment.
Right.
I feel like this is a Christmas movie.
This is a Christmas movie. When I picked it out, I was thinking when he was cutting the dog's like little hair to side,
Yeah.
you could see. I thought he was in a costume and stuff, and that when he saved the boy, he was saving him from a trick or treat accident and everything.
Well, and like Edward Scissorhands, plural. I don't know.
Singular.
Okay, but he has two of them.
I don't know. I thought I took it as his
And
last
there's
name.
many a scissor. Okay, Edward
Hmm.
is a very popular Halloween costume.
He's also a very freaky look, too.
And then like fright walks and stuff and like, corn mazes. I've seen Edward chillin'.
Are you sure you saw Edward or did you see Freddy Krueger?
No, Edward.
Because
Like,
Freddy Krueger also has the knives.
I
on his-
know, but it's him. And honestly, I was watching a Instagram story of somebody that went to one of those drive-through ones, and he was a part of the crew. He was like hiding behind bushes, and then he'd go snip, snip, and then he'd like jump out, and people would be like,
Ah!
Edward!
Yeah.
Team Edward.
Those are also some movies that you have not seen that's
Yeah,
on the list.
Have
yeah.
not seen a Twilight. But this is not a Twilight podcast. This is about Edward Scissorhands.
Podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a Christmas movie.
Very Christmas movie.
So-
Christmas in October.
Yeah. But I did really like it, so now I've got another Christmas movie to watch every Christmas.
Yeah, this is also our mom's favorite film.
Yeah.
Like, of all time. She loves this movie.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't watch this one without having to watch it with her, actually.
Yeah.
But
And then it was funny because me and her we were just walking, and she's like, I don't remember a lot of that movie.
Dude, neither do I. Like, I mean, apparently, I thought it was a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
But, like, I forgot about the murder at the end.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Right?
First of all, do you want to talk about the murder or do you want to talk about that later? I guess let's just talk about the murder. Let's get that out of the way. That was unexpected. I was expecting like something bad to happen, but I wasn't expecting him to murder him. He deserved it. Guy was a horrible person, a douche canoe, but I didn't think he would kill him. And so that was heavy. That was intense for him to stab him, glare at him, and then shove him out the window, which maybe that was him being kind because it would have taken him much longer to bleed out. So maybe he was being like merciful and being like, this will kill you faster if I just push you out the window.
I don't know.
I don't know, but that was wild.
Very wild. It was gruesome too.
It was. And her name's Kim. Kim?
Wait.
Jim? Pim?
Are we talking about the guy that got stabbed?
Winona. Yeah, so Kim took it very well also.
Dude, I mean, Edward got a kiss out of it.
To be fair, she was going to kill him. She's like, I'll kill you myself. So
And Edward takes things literally, and he's like, I don't want her to kill him.
yeah,
I'll kill him.
which was the best because I don't think she would have been happy with herself. And he doesn't know social cues, so he's probably like, that's fine, whatever.
Yeah, he's still taking everything very literally.
Mm-hmm. Crazy though.
It was crazy. Also, very different tone compared to the rest of the movie, too.
Yeah. A little sad that she never went back to visit him. I don't know why she wouldn't.
He lives just up the street.
Okay, that's the other thing. How did nobody know that he was up there? It's not like you have to go very far. He's at the end of the street. He's at he's the end of the cul-de-sac. Like,
He really is.
and the gate's wide open. And like kids, teenagers go anywhere and everywhere. So why wouldn't somebody like be hanging around up there, especially if they thought it was abandoned or haunted? Kids love to go explore haunted places.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why nobody stumbled upon him earlier.
I don't know why either, because it's like, before he was there was the inventor. That guy had to have gotten mail. Like
Mail, groceries.
Groceries. People had to have known him.
Also, it's a very like nosy, tight-knit little suburb.
Yeah.
So it's like those housewives love to gossip. Nobody's like, hey, you know about that house up on the hill where it's totally flat out here, but we have this random hill?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What's going on up there?
I haven't seen anything from, I don't know, I don't think they gave his name, but we'll just call him Fred. Fred hasn't come down much. You know what? Let's call him Victor. Victor Frankenstein. Victor.
You know what? This movie reminded me of a blend of like Frankenstein and the Grinch.
Oh, I can kind of see that. Yeah.
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 So you calling him Victor Frankenstein, very on brand, I feel.
Well, yeah, I get Frankenstein vibes the most from this.
Yeah.
But like when I was reading about it, like the character was designed by Tim Burton when he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just drew him.
Oh, wow.
And then he had a lady. He saw like one of her like short stories that he really loved. He asked her to write something for this, and she wrote like a 96-page story.
Wow.
Or something like that. And that's all it took to make this movie.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Good for her.
So who
She did a
knows
good job.
what she was thinking, but
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. Like the story didn't seem whole or complete. I liked it a lot.
yeah.
I just feel like something's missing. I feel empty. Maybe I'm just sad.
I think it's sad because it doesn't really have a great resolution at the end. Like he's still by himself.
Yeah.
You know, there is no love at the end. Well, I mean there is a love, but like
Not really.
But like the little girl's like, you could go see him. Why didn't you go see him? And she's like, I would rather him remember me. It's like, no, lady.
Yeah, it's like, girl, you could have gone up there the next week. Like, give it a week to simmer down, then hop back up there.
If I was him, I would have been like, oh, my family abandoned me.
Right, because he had a family.
Yeah.
And, like, none of them went to go. I mean, I could understand the rest of the family thought that he was dead.
Yeah.
But she could have, there was no reason for her to not go up there.
Nothing.
Like, or even, go in a couple months. It was crazy. It was wild. But go back up just to say, hey, hi, hello.
Yeah. Especially seeing you're the one that killed him off, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the roof crushed down on him.
Right. Now he has nobody.
Here's his spare hand.
Strange. So is he like a robot then?
I personally think he was a machine.
I
this
did
whole time.
too, but then he was like eating food. Where would it go?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, when I looked up what he was, like Johnny Depp and Tim Burton have always dodged it, and the most that they've ever got was Johnny Depp saying he thinks of him more as a creation.
Right. I think that's appropriate.
Yeah.
But they were alluding that he was made out of the other inventions.
Specifically that one
The
scissor.
cookie maker.
Was he a cookie maker? He was cutting up something.
Yeah.
I forget what it was.
Oh, no, I guess he wasn't the cookie maker. He was I think it was chopping celery.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was cutting.
But I don't know what kind of craving that old man had, but it involved celery and sugar cookies.
Yeah, the sugar cookie was like, heart? hands. I don't know why he continued to carry over the hands of scissors. The problem with it I have is that it's one thing if he just took that robot and tried to make him a living thing, but you see the robot
Right.
when he's working on Edward or whatever. You're
Right.
like,
So it was something new. And why would you give it scissor hands anyway?
that's why I'm saying, like, it's one thing if he started off with the scissor-handed robot
Right.
and was like making life out of it, but he made a brand new robot.
Yeah, why didn't he just leave like nubs
Nubs
or something?
or anything else, like
Hooks.
claws.
Claws, paws.
Yeah, anything. I guess it takes away from the whole, like,
You wouldn't have a story.
the whole can't touch things and stuff.
Yeah, but
But they should have not included that robot in that one scene. Because I think he's only in one scene with Edward.
yeah.
Just be like, they took him, they repurposed him.
Yeah.
Edward is that robot.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
Especially when he has this flashback of a can opener. I was like, oh, he was a can opener. And so when she's opening a can, he's like, oh, flashbacks of the can opening.
That would have made this so much better. I think him remembering his life as a robot. Oh my goodness. Why weren't you in the writer's room?
That's what I thought this was.
Oh, that would have been amazing. He's like remembering his old friends on the assembly line.
Oh, they were all actually alive, but he's the only one that made it out.
Yeah, he was the lucky one. He got the golden ticket.
Oh, man.
You won, Charlie.
And then he becomes Willy Wonka. Oh, man. Yeah. I guess he's not a can opener.
Would have been so much better if he was.
Yeah, I certainly think so.
Yeah. It's a bit interesting. All this movie, like the big contrasting things, like you have the bright neighborhood on flat ground, and then you have him in the castle on a hill.
Castle on the hill.
Yeah.
I was so anxious this entire movie.
Why?
Because like he kept cutting his face by accident,
A lot of accidents.
and then he poked a hole in the waterbed, which, by the way,
Super funny.
it's super funny, especially when he like pulls the stuffed animal over on it.
And that's the solution.
I'm surprised that it didn't leak all the way out. It lasted so long.
So great. I love that.
But like there was 2 beds in the little brother's room, and then they had a pull-out couch in the basement, but they're like, ooh, let's put the one with scissor hands on the waterbed.
Uh-huh. Let him experience a new feeling.
My good golly.
Uh,
I thought that was dumb. But
I
because
thought it was great because that first night he's like,
he's like bobbing around.
keeping his hands up on his chest. He's worried about poking a hole.
Yeah, but because he poked the hole and he kept cutting his face, I was like, he's gonna
Murder somebody.
kill somebody by accident.
Yeah.
And when he's like went to cut the dog's hair, I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna kill a dog. I was so concerned. And then he started cutting the women's hair, and I was like, he's gonna lop somebody's head right off. It's one thing to make a nice topiary, but it doesn't really matter if you accidentally cut off the toe of the cat. It'll matter if you cut somebody's ear off. We're not trying to make another Van Gogh.
Don't you think that's the feeling they were trying to get across this whole time for everybody?
Maybe. Well, it was definitely successful for me. I was like, ugh, I could not relax. I was just like, ugh.
Like that's what the one lady, the super religious lady, was essentially saying, that he's gonna murder everyone.
Yeah.
He's a demon and whatnot. And it was like only a couple people could look beyond what he looked like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because deep down inside, he was just a person. He was a lonely person.
Yeah.
He never wanted to hurt anybody, but he couldn't help. He literally couldn't help it.
No, but he was so gentle, though.
Yeah. He was aware of it. He'd have moments of forgetting.
I get that. I mean, I
Yeah.
do stupid things that
Yeah.
are like no-brainers, but I do them anyway.
I don't want to say that it's bad to think that, because I thought it the whole time. I'm like, not that he was going to murder the dog, but that
He's going to cut somebody.
he was just going to cut somebody on accident the whole time.
Yeah.
That he was going to accidentally kill somebody. That's what I was thinking was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's going to accidentally cut somebody's hand off.
Yeah.
Especially when it was like, oh yeah, these scissors can cut through anything.
Well, and then they like the one woman took him to get his hands sharpened.
Yep.
I was like, whoa.
I know. I was
A
like,
lot of faith in that.
aren't those pretty sharp to begin with?
I would have thought to make like a sheath to put over them.
That's what I was thinking.
I was like, why does nobody like, I don't know, hot glue on the end or knit something?
I was thinking some leather sheaths.
Yeah.
Just stick those in. It's good enough for knives. It could hold on to some scissors.
Right. Now you've got just long fingers.
Long fingernails. Now you can touch some things.
Now you can touch things. Now you don't have to worry about poking a hole in your bed.
Yep.
Or your friend.
Or your friend. You know?
I don't know why nobody was like, I like your scissor hands. They're handy. You're great. Let's just make it a little safer.
Like,
that way you don't have to be so nervous all the time, sir.
The mom is so worried about covering up the scars.
I know.
She's not solving the problem here.
No.
Everyone's like, I got a doctor friend. Where's the doctor?
Right.
Nobody called the doctor.
Right. Nobody. Like 3 different people were like, I have a doctor friend that can help you. We never meet this doctor friend.
And he's never turned it down. He's like, I would like to meet that doctor.
Yeah. I don't think anybody actually knows a doctor.
They just wanted to sound helpful when really they're just still being an asshole.
Right. Bunch of fake people.
I know.
Yeah, that was irritating. Because I feel like it would have been a simple solution.
Yeah, there's got to be a leathersmith there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody make him something. He's over here making all your hedges for free. Making topiaries out of everything, which my favorite was the guy leaning on the house.
Oh, yeah.
That one was...
I loved the T-Rex.
The T-Rex was great. I loved the Brontosaurus.
Yeah. I liked the doll. I liked them all. I didn't love the people ones, besides the guy leaning on the house.
Yeah, remind me of the Green Giant.
Yeah. But they were great. I love a topiary.
I loved how much more it made everything comedic.
Right.
Like, every shot, it made it ridiculous.
Yeah. That there's like a 50-foot bear
in
the background.
Bear. Oh, man, that one was great. And when it falls over. Yeah, I loved all the topiaries in this.
Me too.
They're great.
They're so funny. These women are crazy.
These housewives, you mean?
These housewives.
They specifically called themselves housewives.
Yeah, you're right. These housewives are crazy.
The housewives are crazy, and all the guys were like, I don't know, aloof, negligent, whatever. Although I really like the dad, even though he's like, hey, Ed, where are you going? Okay.
Even though he like heard the kid yelling at him to get out.
Doesn't care.
Mm-mm.
And he's like, I guess I'll go get him.
Yeah. I liked him regardless.
Yeah, I really liked Bill a lot.
Yeah. But all the other dads, I don't know. But these housewives are wild.
They were wild.
Use him, love him. They're all like sexually attracted to him for some reason.
One specifically.
And then one sexually assaults Edward.
Straight up.
And
then says that he assaulted her.
Yeah. Like, what the heck, lady? Shouldn't they see through her? They're like, oh, what's her name? Whatever. It doesn't matter. So why wasn't the rest of the town like, oh, that's Joyce. She tries to get with anything with a pulse. Like, she's trying to get with a dishwasher repairman.
Repair guy. His name was Guy.
Was it? I didn't even know.
Oh, you didn't get the joke? No. Yeah, his name was Guy, and he's a repairman, so he's a repair guy. I loved that one.
Oh, that's funny.
And even he's like shaking his head. He's like constantly hitting on me.
Right. So it's like, why would anybody believe her?
I don't know, man.
It was just poor Edward. First of all, he probably doesn't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
I felt uncomfortable for him.
He's like, why are you getting on top of me?
Like, what's happening?
Should have more chairs back here.
Also, do you want to sit down? But also, why? Oh, man, she just likes the danger.
She really does. I think that's it. I think she liked the danger, but also the fact that he was different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I felt bad for him.
Yeah. I felt bad for Edward, too.
I felt bad for him the whole time, really. I like Edward. He even saves Kevin from getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been a much different story.
Yeah, he should have like knocked him over, got out of the way, and be like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
Right, but I can understand.
Yeah, you're in the moment.
You're in the moment, and then he did it by accident, and then he's like, oh no, let me make it better. Let me fix it. Ah.
Yeah, but if he didn't do it, Kevin would have been dead.
He would have been squished like a bug.
But even then, Kevin never really had a problem with him.
No, from the very beginning, Kevin was
Yeah.
like, cool, great.
You're pretty cool. Can I stare?
I like it.
Like at the end of the movie, he wasn't like angry at Edward.
No.
He was just like, "Get off me!"
Yeah, he's
You're
like,
making it
stop.
worse. But even then, he didn't know why. He just
Yeah.
poor Edward.
Poor Edward.
Yeah, but I did like all of his haircuts. I think he made everyone's hair so much better.
It reminded me of like Whoville.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of all the Who's in Whoville.
Yeah.
Because they were also like
They're
some of them
silly.
were really
Mhm.
Whoville, like the one with the like I don't know the trench down the middle.
The trench, and then the like water sprout
One
on
of
the
them
forehead.
was like had a goose.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. Very Whoville-esque.
Like they were great. Although the mom's was always good. Although I think she should have stopped at one haircut.
Right. She had one too many.
Literally one too many. Because the one before that was still rocking.
Yeah.
And
When she's like, go ahead and cut away. I'm like, at what? There's nothing left.
so did he. He was like, "Are you sure?" But she was just trying to be a good mom.
Yeah.
She was like, "Yeah, it makes him feel better. Gets his mind off of
Yeah.
it."
I really liked that joke between him and Kevin. It was definitely a throwaway moment in that scene where he was going to go cut her hair again. He's like, you want to play rock, paper, scissors? And he's like, no. And he's like, why not? And Kevin goes, because you always win. Come on, Kevin. That's funny.
That's pretty good. Oh, I wanted to ask. Did you notice that one lady at the end dressed as a Christmas tree?
Yeah.
I wanted to point on the screen and be like,
I did. You know, last year they sold a sweater like that at Target.
I was going to make a sweater like that for an ugly sweater competition.
Really?
I was going to get like a bunch of that like
Little
they-
baubles?
they call
Yarn?
it garland that like
Yeah.
you know, it's like
Sure.
I was going to get some green garland and put it all over a sweater and then hang ornaments on it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Remember that one Halloween you went as a chemistry?
Oh, yeah. You helped me out with that one.
Yeah, you had elements all over you and you had tree branches.
Wore a nice brown shirt, long sleeve shirt.
Where the heck is all this ice coming from?
That's a good question. From the ice truck.
Like the
From
one
the ice box, Aubrey.
the one in the yard, I'm like, all right,
That's a big ice
it's a
block.
big ice block, but I could be like, the family ordered it, and because you know how people have like a swan, like some kind of ice sculpture at their party. Maybe they like ice sculptures and they're like, Edward, you can do it or something.
Or they had like a great idea of like, oh, we could do an ice sculpture because we don't have to pay for an artist because nobody pays Edward around here.
Right. So I can understand that one. But then he has all this ice in his attic in this mansion.
I'm telling you, the Iceman keeps dropping it off for him.
He's got to hook up somewhere with the
The
ice.
Iceman at least visit him,
Yeah.
but not.
Nobody's like, why does he keep delivering ice up there?
You can't get Kim up there to go see her.
But the
Lost-
Iceman will come. You know you want somebody loyal? Go to the Iceman.
Call the ice company.
Always be there for you.
Makes his delivery every morning.
Birthday parties, holidays, they'll be there.
Well, big blocks too.
Big
Willing
blocks.
to drop it off.
Yeah, I don't know where the heck all this ice is coming from.
I don't.
I
don't
also
know.
didn't understand this. It never snowed before he was up there.
Oh, that's because they're in Florida.
But it's a stretch.
Yeah, no, it is.
When he's carving the one in the yard, I can understand that it looks like it's snowing because it's right there. But for that to make it all the way down and change the whole ecosystem around them to where it doesn't melt by the time it gets to the floor, come on.
It's part of the fantasy of this movie, I have to say.
Were they really in Florida?
Oh, they filmed almost all of this in Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they needed a dreary neighborhood. Florida's the place to go.
Yeah.
I actually like this movie. It's a Tim Burton film, so it's got this weird setting. Everything's so weird to me.
They make you feel weird, don't they?
They make me feel very weird, but it's like I like them at the same time. I love the messages they normally send. Didn't like how this one ended particularly. Like
Right.
the fact that no one went up there to go see him again.
Yeah.
At least say hi.
Or the police officer.
That was strange too. It is your duty to go after him. Like, especially after the claims that have been reported, you have to verify them.
Yeah.
Whether they're true or not, he has to be taken in and then proven innocent until guilty, you know?
Uh-huh.
Why is he shooting his gun up in the air 4 times and like, go on, get out of here?
Well, I kind of got that. I'm okay with that because the police officer like grew to like him because even when he was letting him go from the police station, he's like, it's going to keep me up all night knowing that you're not okay or something like that. And so I can understand that he grew on the police officer. And so the police officer was giving him an out, like, I'll pretend like I shot you. Nobody will come check and you can be free. But for him to not go check or like bring out a body and for him to just take off, it's like, why wouldn't he tell everybody to go home or block off the area or anything? He just left. So why wouldn't anybody go check?
I have a problem with it because he didn't do his job properly. There was a dead body.
Yeah.
Look, I thought Jim was an asshole in this movie. He didn't deserve to die. Like,
No.
he's a stupid idiot teen.
Right.
Like, you're supposed to be a stupid idiot teen when you're a teen because that's when you get to be a stupid idiot teen and learn from it and then regret it later on.
Right, but he was being more than a stupid idiot teen.
He did bring a gun up there.
Well, also, and he was abusing his girlfriend.
Abusing his girlfriend, and he was trying to rob his parents and stuff. I don't want to like make
Right.
small of those events. I've
Mhm.
kind of glossed over them, not thinking about it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if the police officer went up there, he would have been with Edward. And when Jim shows up with his gun, there would have been another witness there. Maybe they would have also told the truth about like, oh, hey, Jim is the one that orchestrated this whole thing to steal from his dad. Now Jim has to pay in a different way instead of by dying. And Edward wouldn't have to have the weight of a murder on his conscience, whatever's there.
And then he wouldn't have to be alone.
He wouldn't have to be alone. He would still be down there with a family. And then he
Yeah.
could be with the next family after he outlives them. And the next one.
Yeah, or he could have opened his beauty shop.
So I think that while the police officer had great intentions, they weren't good. They were just as flawed as all the other people. He shot his gun up in the air for no reason.
Which is not safe.
Not safe. The bullets will come back down. No one bought that he killed Edward anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They all went up there. Like, Kim wasn't doing anyone any favors by holding Jim's secret, especially after she broke up with him. They all still thought he was a burglar.
Yeah, there was no reason for her to be silent
No.
about any of it.
I was like, why haven't you told anyone still? Like,
yeah. Especially if she felt so bad about it. Why didn't she tell anybody?
Yeah. I understand Edward not saying anything,
Mm-hmm.
but like, Kim? Come on. Jim's not going to tell anyone because he has no moral compass because his parents suck.
Yeah.
Like, and his friends should also say something, but we don't know anything about them besides they're willing to drive drunk.
He didn't want to, though.
He didn't want to. So they're also being manipulated by their friend.
Yeah.
So like and he almost killed a kid
Yeah.
driving drunk. Also, if the police officer was out there doing his damn job, they wouldn't have drunk drivers around.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a weird town because it's when they show you the layout is just the houses. You don't see any nearby town. And usually suburbs are close to something.
Some sort of city. Well, they kept on going to the town. They'd do a hard cut to it, that like mall.
Oh,
outdoor
yeah,
mall.
you're right. But it wasn't in like the...
Yeah, it wasn't in the overview shot
Yeah.
because they were just doing like suburbs.
Yeah.
We've seen suburbs that are huge and you drive like 5 minutes and then you're in the city, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. It was just weird.
Well,
Florida.
Also, when they do that overhead shot, it's a diorama.
Really?
Like, I'm noticing Tim Burton really likes dioramas because that one is a diorama.
I love dioramas.
And I think the only way you could tell is because of the trees. It's done so well.
See, I thought that they molded a little hill and somehow shot the real houses and like put the hill in there somehow.
They did do that.
Oh!
Like in the when Peg gets in her car and she adjusts her mirror and she sees the house on the hill or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a little model they set up in one little area.
Nice.
And then she just move her mirror in the right area.
That's fun.
So they did do that a lot. They did a lot of forced perspective stuff
Yeah.
with models in this movie, which I think were great.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Because it holds up.
Yeah.
The only reason I could tell from like certain shots is because it just the texture was a little different.
Just a slight difference. But
so
like
slightly different.
the great thing about those is that if you are willing to buy it back then, it's going to have the same effect now. So like current CG could get more detail, textures and stuff like that. This one still passes. And
Yeah.
as for CG, it's always going to look far better 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Like years better. And then you're going to look back and be like, oh, I see everything that's wrong.
Yeah.
So I think the models, the real life models are like an authenticity that you can't quite.
Well, because they're real.
Yeah.
Because they make them with an attention to detail, and then it's real. It's a thing. It's something that you can touch,
Yeah.
and then you don't have to worry about trying to get the shadows right.
That's right. That's you nailing it. The shadows and the lighting
Yeah, you're not having to try and replicate that on a computer.
with ray tracing and stuff.
Just stick it in there and film it, and you've done it.
The natural bounce lighting and everything will do everything for you
Yeah.
through physics, and you don't have to simulate it on a computer. And ray tracing on a computer could always be better.
I don't know what that is, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how, I guess it's not funny. Is it interesting? Maybe. How
Possibly.
Timmy
Timmy.
Burton
Mhm.
likes to use the same actors. Or maybe it's the actors that like to be in Tim Burton movies.
It's probably a little bit of both.
Yeah, like Winona, and then you got Johnny Depp.
This was the first time Johnny and Tim
Really?
worked together. Yeah.
Wow, they have a lot they've done together.
Yeah. They became friends on this film.
Oh, that's nice.
So I think it's like a little bit of both. I think they find that they like working with each other, and it's just like, oh hey, it's Tim Burton.
Yeah.
It's a Timmy B film.
Timmy B.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both.
I kind of like that.
He wanted to have the mom from Beetlejuice,
The stepmom.
the stepmom from Beetlejuice. He
Yeah.
wanted her to be the mom in this one.
Oh,
That was his first choice, but she was busy with something else.
I like the girl that played Peggy.
I did too.
Peg.
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 I thought she was saying pig when they're like, later, pig. And I was like, her name's Pig?
Oh, no, Peg.
Peg made more sense.
I guess if you were talking with a southern accent, it'd be Peg.
Peg?
Pig.
Pig?
Peg.
I don't know.
I liked Peg. I
Yeah.
liked the woman that played Peg.
She was so sweet.
She was so sweet. At first, I was like, I hate people that go door to door. Because I'm the type of person that doesn't like to answer the door if I don't know, I'm not expecting anybody. And so when she's like knocking on everybody's door, I'm like, ugh.
But at the end of every visit, she's like, yeah, you don't buy anything.
Yeah. And then I felt bad for her because she was trying to make a living, she's trying to do the hustle. And then I got angry again because she went up to this house, knocks on the door. Nobody's there. That means leave, Peg. But then she enters like, huh? Don't do that. Don't knock. Be like, nobody is answering the door. I think I'll go in.
That's an invitation.
No. If somebody did that, I'd be like, what the heck? Get out of here.
Yeah.
I'd set up a booby trap for them.
All right, Indy, settle down.
But I liked her.
Yeah.
She grew on me. The fact that she instantly was warm to Edward.
Edward wasn't scared of him.
She was a little startled.
She's startled. And
Very understandable.
intimidated. She thought he was coming at her with knives
Yeah.
until she understood.
Yeah. And then she was so warm and so gentle, so understanding and reassuring. and many other adjectives.
Yeah, she brought somebody back home with him.
Yeah,
Or
a
her.
stranger,
Yeah.
a stranger. She's like, get in my car. We're gonna, and she just made that decision.
Yeah.
She just made the decision of, you're gonna come live with me. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna take
You're
care
gonna
of
love
you.
it. Yeah, and she didn't have to consult any of her family. She's just like, gonna do it,
I couldn't do
boss
that.
lady.
Couldn't do that.
Yeah, I would be very upset if you said somebody else was gonna come live with us. I'd be like, we only have 28 feet. It's hard enough with 2 people in here, and now you've brought a third. They're sleeping in your bed.
Well, I could hope.
Don't know where they're gonna put their computer. 3 people sharing this tiny desk is gonna be a nightmare, but all right.
How funny would that be? Like an actual little skit. 3 of us right there. It's like one person in the middle.
Man.
It's like they have a little what's the plastic toy computer, like a little Playco kind of thing.
The perfect murder mystery. Who done it?
Just to to imagine they're playing doing a fake laptop just to pretend like they're on the computer next to us.
Oh man.
That'd be funny. Write the idea, let's film it.
Yeah, but I liked her.
Yeah.
She felt so genuine.
She was good.
The only sane family in the whole town.
Pretty much. Shall we move on?
Yeah, I think I've exhausted everything.
Okay.
Fact time.
All right. Actually, I'm gonna cut this bit out, but
Okay.
I want to ask you, what facts do you have, and then we could kind of talk about them. Just like simple thing about your facts. That way, it's
Okay. I only have 3.
Okay.
I don't know how to make this simple.
Well, I mean, just so I have what hometown it's based off of, like something like that.
Okay.
So you're not giving the
Okay.
whole fact,
Gotcha.
but you're giving me.
Hey, real scissors. His hands are real scissors.
I won't want to leave this in. Okay, fact number 1. I don't know. Why is that so funny?
Oh
Okay. You're doing great at this. You know what? I'll just let you go ahead and do your facts, and I'll fill in the gaps afterwards. So, what's your second fact? His hands are real scissors.
Do you want me to go on?
Next fact. Just go ahead and just say your fact.
But are we still just giving
No.
each other short ones, or am I doing the whole fact?
The idea was we'd give each other like a brief part of the fact.
I did.
But it was like a brief thing, so that way we could you have these facts, we'll do like a back and forth kind of thing, and we won't have this
Yeah, I know. But are we still doing that?
Nope, we're just gonna have you go ahead and say your facts.
There's more to that fact.
Okay.
My eyes are all watery now. And they burn.
It's okay, you're not on TV. It's just a recording.
Okay. I don't know why that was so funny. But it got me.
It got me.
I don't think I can do it.
Making a comeback.
I don't think I can
All right.
do it.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. No. All right. Here, I'll list out a fact, so that way you can gain composure. Okay. So the town is based off of Tim Burton's hometown,
Where do you live?
Burbank, California.
Burbank. Sounds chilly. Burbank.
We have a cousin that lives in Burbank.
We do. We've been down to Burbank many a time.
Yeah.
Nice town.
Very
Very LA.
yeah, very LA. Very
Nah, it's like old LA.
old LA.
It's not trendy LA. It's like old money LA.
Old money. You have to have money to
You
even
have
live
to have
there.
money.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard to get a house there.
Yeah. I was gonna say Burbank must have been quite dreary when he grew up, but I guess this place was pretty like peppy and cheery. He was the dreary part.
He was the oddity.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Right.
guess that's how Tim Burton felt because he made the castle on the hill or whatever
Yeah.
was based off of his college, Cal Arts,
Oh.
because it's on a hill that kind of overlooks LA or whatever.
Oh.
And it's where a bunch of oddities go to do art.
That's cool.
So,
What
but
a
even
nice
then,
one.
I would say Tim Burton's an oddity amongst animators.
Right. So there's a hill on top of the hill.
There's a little room in the attic where he gets to go hang out.
That's where the princesses go.
Yeah. Nice job, Tim. So, with that fact, are you able to gain some composure?
Ready.
All right, go ahead. Tell us your other fact or your
I
facts.
gotta finish my fact. So his hands were made of real scissors. Real scissors. They were made by Stan Wilson. He's a makeup and special effects icon.
Ah.
He also did effects on the Terminator and Jurassic Park. I thought it was odd that he went with real scissors.
Seems dangerous, doesn't
Right?
it? Maybe he doled them down.
Maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, he must have.
Like
Because
safety scissors.
yeah, they looked pretty sharp though.
I mean, they cut down dog's hair pretty quick.
Yeah. Good old snip. Yeah. Oh, I guess I only have 2 facts, but I made 2 bullet points for it. There's a fossil named after Johnny Depp.
What?
There was a paleontologist, Dr. David Legg.
Is that like
You chose the right
You
occupation.
definitely did. Is that like an archaeologist?
Sure.
Okay.
And when he found the fossil, he said it reminded him of Edward Scissorhands. And it's a 505 million year old. I don't know. I don't think dinosaur would be appropriate, but this thing roamed the sea, is what it said.
You said 505 million old.
Yeah.
There's a thing about fives with this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one of my facts. It's that 5 is a recurring feature in this movie.
Maybe they knew about the fossil. But no, the fossil came after the movie.
I know. That's
Oh
what's
my gosh, that's
about-
crazy.
This is like the number 23. So like in the movie, first off, five fingers, right?
Right.
The hat he was wearing when he got in the robbery had that Roman numeral V, 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
and
thought that was like a university hat or something.
it is a university hat for I didn't write it down.
Okay, whatever.
And then E is the 5th letter in the alphabet.
Whoa.
I went back to look through some of the movie.
I thought you were going to say I went back to count the alphabet.
No, I was skimming through the movie to see if I could find some more 5s. In the garden, there's 5 main topiaries, excluding the hand. But like, there's 5 of them in that garden. There's the serpent, the moose or deer,
I think it was a deer.
and then there's like a rabbit. Was it a rabbit?
I don't remember.
Anyway, there's all the I counted out. I was like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, great. There's 6 if you include the hand, but I think the hand's more of a symbol than
Right,
anything.
right.
But yeah, there's that, and then Edward makes the 5th member of the family.
Aww.
Yeah,
That's nice. That's weird.
crazy coincidence.
Crazy.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so 505 million years ago, I am going to butcher this name.
Well,
Buckle down.
would you like a knife to help
What?
to help butcher?
Oh.
I like how you laugh at it. Not
It's just what I do to everybody. It's called this is gonna sound silly.
okay.
A Cutenincula depi is the fossil's
I
name.
like how the Deppy gets thrown in for Johnny.
Yeah, so it's named after Johnny Depp.
Hang on. It's probably like quintupla.
Do you want me to spell it for you?
It's probably quintupla because quintupla would be 5.
No.
Oh.
It's KOOTENINCHELA.
Okay, I'd have. Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
I would have to sound it out and be like, "Ooh, hinta."
Well, that's what I just did, and it didn't work very well.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Being able to get a fossil named after
I
you.
know, isn't that fun? I mean, who else gets to say that? Probably quite a few scientists, but not many actors, I would think. Maybe Jeff Goldblum has one.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good guess.
Or Spielberg.
Spielberg probably.
Who knows?
I don't, Burton.
Oh. Ooh. Burton would know.
The entire story is supposedly told through Edward's eyes, which explains why everything's so fantastical.
Oh.
Why everything's so different and everything.
I love when he's come off that hill for the first time and he's so like bright-eyed and excited.
Fascinated.
I thought that was great.
Right?
Beautifully done.
I thought so too. This is Tim Burton's personal favorite of his films.
Oh, that's nice.
So he likes this one a lot. And the guy who did the score for this film, Danny Elfman, it's also his favorite score.
Lots of favorites going on.
Yeah. So he does a lot of things for movies too.
It was a great score.
Yeah, the choir's going the oh whatever in the background.
Yeah, it was
great.
very majestic.
Very elegant, very pretty, very ethereal.
Which I love this like contrast of in this mansion castle thing. It's so dark and dank, but then you have this angelic choir.
Could easily be a horror film in that mansion.
Yeah, but it was so peaceful. And then the garden's so beautiful.
So pretty.
Go on.
All the topiaries in this film are not real.
No!
They're a bunch of steel armatures wrapped in chicken wire with some greenery thrown on top of it.
Real greenery?
I don't know.
Oh.
It just said greens.
Salad greens? What kind of greens?
The greenest greens. I don't know.
Seafoam.
Chlorophyll.
Yeah, I liked them.
They
looked
great.
good.
I loved every single topiary.
I just love a topiary. Anyway, I love the word topiary.
Didn't know that word until you told me it.
Love a topiary. Very hard to maintain a topiary.
I thought topiaries and chia pets were the same thing for the longest time.
I guess you could qualify a chia pet as a topiary.
Chia.
I think maybe you could.
Topiary. Doesn't have the same feel.
Not quite the same.
No.
Probably wouldn't want to eat a topiary, but I think you can eat a chia pet.
Can you?
Chia seeds.
Oh, put it in a blender.
Make a smoothie.
It's going to take away my hunger.
I don't know. Maybe don't go eat your chia pets. I don't know if that's true or not.
We here at the AV Wannabe just want to clarify. We don't know if it's safe to eat your chia pet.
Please don't eat your chia pet or your other pets.
I was going to say, it's probably not a good idea to eat anything with pet in it.
Especially if you had a pet rock.
Ooh. That one would go down pretty hard. The inventor was played by Vincent Price.
Uh-huh.
This was the very last movie he had filmed for, I believe, because the last scene he ever filmed was him dying in front of Edward.
Oh my God.
That was his last scene he's ever filmed.
Did he actually die?
He died afterwards. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were alluding to like he actually had a heart attack.
But just how crazy that is. Like, that was his exit.
Yeah.
Cinematography
How symbolic.
is him dying.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I wrote it down.
That is crazy.
How, what's the, like, you said symbolic. That's very
Cathartic.
on the news. Like, how, what an exit
Yeah.
from the stage,
Yeah.
you know?
What a way to go.
He was supposed to have a bigger role in this film, too.
Oh, yeah?
Much bigger role. Like, he was supposed to be a lot more in it, but I guess he was not doing so well. Like, he was kind of sick and stuff. And
Well, he was on the verge of a heart attack, so I don't blame him.
So they cut down his scenes dramatically. So
Okay, I didn't want to ask this because I feel like it's too morbid.
Okay.
What would Edward have done with the body? He wouldn't snip it up.
I'm saying he added it to his garden. That's why it was so luscious.
No. He wouldn't know to do that, though. He wouldn't know what to do with it.
I don't know.
You think he put it somewhere and it's like...
Also, we don't know how long that body has been there. Like,
oh, you're right.
Edward has been living for, like, he can't die. So there's a good chance that maybe I didn't even think about this until now. Maybe that house on the hill was there before even the neighborhood existed.
Yeah, maybe.
And then, like...
ooh, that makes it creepier.
and so maybe the body just died and decomposed right there.
That would have been a really long time.
Right? And there should have been a stain, too.
A stain, and there still probably would have been bones.
Yeah.
At the least.
I don't know where the body is.
Where'd you hide the body, Edward?
Where's that skeleton? Is it in your closet, Edward?
We all have them.
Steven Spielberg's got a couple.
Maybe that's where it went. Spielberg's like, mine. Dibs.
Timmy.
You got a skeleton lying around. Oh, I don't know what he would do with it.
I don't know.
But it creeps me out to think about it.
There's a lot about this film. There's like just unanswered questions.
Yeah.
You know.
But I'm like willing to forgive them.
I don't think you're supposed to rip it apart.
No, but I like to.
Right.
I need answers.
Right. I think because it's so, I don't know what the word is, but because it's got so many open ends and it's kind of vague in things, you're able to like imprint what you want on those things. So that's why like people think that this movie is made for autism. Like people with autistic personalities and how they fit in with society and whatnot. There's another thing that this is how Tim Burton felt growing up in Burbank. You know, there's like all these things that people are wanting to imprint on this character, Edward, that I think is only able to happen with a movie told as vaguely as it's been told.
Right.
Like if there was a definite ending, if there was a happy ending, if we knew what happened to the professor, if Edward got hands at the end, you know what I mean? Like all this would destroy why I think so many people love it so much.
Yeah. Good point.
That's why I'm theorizing there.
I think that's appropriate.
It's kind of like a book that ends open-ended.
I hate that.
Yeah. I don't know. Open-ended endings are very controversial.
Yeah, I don't know. I know they're supposed to be like up for interpretation.
Chuck ended open-ended.
Yeah, and I didn't love it. I always liked it. It kind of gave you options though.
It gave you options like, did she get her memories back?
Like, there's only, like, a couple ways it could have gone. And they even laid it out for you a couple of times. Because Morgan was like, oh, you just got to kiss her. It's like a princess moment.
One magical kiss.
And then he's like, no, that's not going to happen. But they've already, like, started rebuilding the relationship. So it kind of gave you, like, options of, like, this or this. Or you can make up your own.
Mm-hmm.
But there was enough for me to be like, I'm going to go with it was the princess and Morgan was right.
You see, that's good with open-ended things. Like, when you think there can only be so many possibilities. But with this one, it's just like, I guess he's going to be up on that hill making snow during Christmas time.
That makes me so sad. I hope somebody else finds him. Maybe Taylor Swift will find him. I only say that because in her last album, she has a song about buying a house that was empty for like 50 years. So maybe she'll buy this house and be like, Edward,
plus
I'm going to write a song about you.
Taylor Swift would accept him wholly.
Yes.
She would take care of him. She'd be just like the mom.
Yeah.
She'd be like, come on over, live with me.
These are my cats.
Here's some baked goods.
Love Taylor Swift.
Yep. Be in this music video with me.
She'd make him on brand.
She would.
Anyway, I think that's all I've got.
I think that's all I got too. Well, Aubrie, next week won't be Halloween themed.
No.
But technically this week wasn't either.
Yeah. We jumps the gun straight to Christmas again.
Straight to Christmas. So from here on out, Christmas movies.
I wish they'd make a Thanksgiving movie.
Charlie Brown, I think.
Oh, does it have a Thanksgiving special?
I think they're the only ones with the Thanksgiving special.
I don't even know what that is.
I think they
I
have
know there was an episode of
The Office.
Manhattan. Oh, I don't remember The Office having Thanksgiving.
Manhattan Love Story had Thanksgiving?
They had Thanksmas,
Thanksmas.
where they combined Christmas and Thanksgiving.
All right, so turn in Thanksgiving when we do Thanksmas from Manhattan Love Story, a show that nobody watched but us.
Oh, I loved that show.
All righty. Till next week, Aubrie.
Bye.